Libra, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Ooh, and the Hermit fell out. That's interesting. Ooh. Okay, Libra. So your hope of all hopes is to reach deep within yourself, is to find that wisdom or to find that independence that you need in order to make the best use of your resources. Because the aces are about resources. Resources can be health, wealth, or how you leverage your network. Okay, anything that you consider a resource or resourceful falls under this card. And it happens in the 3D realm, so it's bound by actual physical time and it's a slow moving energy. But in order for you to harness this potential, you have to process it through a framework to make it something. And your hope of all hopes is to take this potential for better health, wealth, or leveraging your network and find the inner wisdom to know exactly what to do with it to create something greater than the sum of its parts, to get that better outcome. You fear a lack of independence. So you fear codependency, you fear needing people, or you fear that you'll get so far and the rug will be pulled out from underneath you and you'll be left there standing with nothing. You're also very concerned with how other people see you. So this might have more to do with wealth than anything else, okay? Because you're very, very concerned about having to lean on somebody or having to ask somebody for help or not being able to stand on your own 2 feet. And you're also very concerned on how those people see you. So you're fearing a lack of resources and how that affects your image. If the lack of resources is there, you can deal with it. But if people know, people perceive that you're lacking, you're scared because you don't want people to see you as less than independent. The reality of the situation is you are overcoming some very hard times and you are making some very difficult choices. But just as the Hermit is here, the Two of Wands is here to say that first you need to make these changes and you need to be okay and comfortable within yourself before you can bring these changes out into fruition, okay? And there is something to your healing process right now because you're coming out of a very difficult time. There's something to your healing process that has to do very much with your wealth. This could be a financial setback that you're coming back from, or it could be the next step moving forward in order to gain something. But I feel a very financial tie to this spread for some reason. You have an understanding that your unwillingness to change and sacrifice has been a very bad habit for you in regards to your resources for a long time. You're constantly trying to manipulate a situation in your favor and you're not exactly playing fair. But something inside you says the ends justifies the means and you feel pulled to play dirty, Libra, in order to make this work. Your biggest fear here, Libra, is linked to pride. And I'm showing stubbornness and the willingness to bend the rules to save your pride. So with the Hermit and the Two of Wands here, I'm going to leave you with a question. Are you afraid to go within and recognize it's your pride and very, very quick to tell people that it's your resources that makes you act this way? Are you hiding behind something? in order to save your pride? Because I keep getting pulled back to this fear section, and this fear section tells me that you're more concerned with the way people see you than anything else. But your hope is focused in the pentacle realm. Libra, I think you have a lot of questions to ask yourselves about the motives of why you're doing what you do. And hopefully, if this is all pride, and instead you're telling people it's about health, wealth, and your network, if this is all about you and focused on you, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope I'm making a mistake in the cards, because if your willingness to play unfair, even though you recognize that it's a bad habit, is based on pride, well, then you're creating karma for yourself that you're going to have to pay for later on down the line. And I don't wish bad karma on anybody. The purpose of me doing what I do is to stop things like this, to help people really look at themselves so they don't wind up in these situations. So I hope this serves as a warning shot. And I hope you really take a look at this situation and make the types of decisions that get you a better outcome. If you're digging yourself a hole, Libra, my advice to you is to just stop digging. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next week.